Good morning, guys. Thanks for checking out the video today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the MX4D theater / seats in the movie The Predator. This is my first time watching a movie in MD4X, if that's how you say it. I think it is. And so I'm going to be watching The Predator. I thought I might as well knock out both reviews and make a combination video. A lot of people are going to be asking, what is MX4D? And I'm going to read this directly off the website because there is so many different senses and stuff that's included in this. I can't even remember all of them. So I'm going to read you the stuff off the website. Give me 1 second. Okay, it says on their website, this is what it says. You may experience some or all of these experiences during the movie. It's going to simulate motion, air blast, neck tickler, leg tickler, wind, air blast, seat popper, scent, rumbler, back poker, fog, bubble, snow, rain, and strobe. So yeah, that's a lot of different stuff going on in the movies. From what I've seen in a couple of the videos, there's not a lot of reviews on this for some reason online. It looks like smoke and stuff will actually come out from underneath the screen, I think, and that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. And then as far as like the scents and that kind of stuff, I think I've seen where there's these little holes next to like the side of your head and like down by your legs and stuff like that, and that's where like the scent it simulates like some of the fog and like the mist and that kind of stuff, like it'll spray you with stuff. Some people may not like that, so that's why I'm going to give you guys a review, because I know there's not a lot of these videos out there, and I think some people will really appreciate it and see if it's worth it. Tickets for this usually goes for like $15 to $20, so so it's pretty expensive. So if you're not trying to spend a whole lot, I would suggest going to the early showing. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to a 9:20 showing. I usually never get up this early for a movie, so this is pretty uncanny for me. It was only about $13, so that's not too bad, and it also gives me time to go to church later on. So this is Sunday, so gotta make sure I get my Jesus on. But yeah, that's as far as I know about the MX4D theater seats. But yeah, this isn't just the seats, it's the whole theater, which is a lot of people may not know that. It's not just about the seats, the whole theater is this way. It's not just a select few seats in the theater, so that's pretty cool. As far as The Predator, I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews on this. I'm a huge fan of the very first movie. This is now the 4th installment in the entire series. There's The Predator back in 1987 with Arnold. Then there was Predator 2 with Danny Glover. And then there was Predators back in 2010, I believe. And then there's this one this year. The main stars, let me double check. I can't even remember half of them because it's it's not the major stars that I personally know. We got Keegan-Michael Key from Key and Peele. We have Olivia Munn, Boyd Holbrook, which honestly I didn't know he was the same villain from Logan. I think that's pretty cool. And Trevante Rhodes. A lot of people, I think I can see where a lot of people are coming from this, because they say, a lot of critics say that it has too much comedy, which actually I can see that, because I mean, if you have Keegan from Key and Peele in there, that just, as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is supposed to be an action movie. So that kind of set me back a little bit too. And the director, Shane Black, he was actually a character in the original Predator. He played as Hawkins. And his character was more like a comedic relief during the movie. Like, he'd crack some jokes and stuff like that. But I mean, it wasn't like overbearing where it would like take away from the experience of the movie. So I guess I can kind of see where he's trying to go with it, maybe. But then again, we will see. We'll see how it turns out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head in. I'm gonna go in there quite a bit early so I can show you guys the theater and everything. And all right, we'll go from there. See you inside. Alrighty guys, just arrived to the theater. Here it is, MX4D above the stamp. Yeah, this movie theater is the B&B Theater in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yes, we have movie theaters here. A lot of seats in here, 80. I got the flash on because it's pretty dark. Let's see if I can show you guys here. Walk up the ramp. Wish I had a little bit brighter so I could show you guys the whole theater. There's quite a bit of seats in here though. All right, let's see what seat I'm at. D6. All right, let's take a look. All right, we're on the right row. Here we go. And D6, here we are. There's a stamp on there. It looks like right here is the little scent slash sprayers right there. And you got to keep your feet on the rail, or the rail right there. Yeah, these are all connected in rows. They're not just individual seats. So they'll all move together at once, is what I'm assuming here. Let me take a seat in here. Yeah, the seats are pretty comfortable. You can't recline them or anything though, unfortunately. So you kind of got to be stuck straight up, which is probably good for your back anyways.
Hey movie fans, I'm Marie Menounos, your host for All Things Movie, and I'm here to tell you
Alright guys,
about
we'll see how the movie is. Alrighty guys, just got out of the movie a few minutes ago. Before I get into the actual movie review, I want to say the MX4D seats are absolutely incredible. I really enjoyed the experience. It was really cool. Yeah, I was right on the fog. There was a few scenes where the Predator ship crashes and there's some smoke that starts to come out from underneath the screen. That was really cool. The scents were really on point. If there was an explosion or anything like that and there was a big cloud of smoke, you could actually really smell it. Probably my favorite part in the movie that really used the seats and everything was when I'm sure you guys have seen it in the trailer. There's a huge Predator and then there's a regular smaller Predator. One gets his face smashed in during the movie, and there's these little, like when I showed you in the video where I was showing the seats, there's these little sprayers that are right there on the armrest, and you could actually look. It felt like the blood was like splashing into your face. It was really cool, and it was pretty neat. Yeah, there was a lot of air sequences where there was some choppers, you know, whirring, and it felt like you were feeling the effects of that. And the seats continuously moved, like if there was a ship flying, and there was any kind of explosion. There was a lot of strobe lights. There was a lot of gunfire and stuff like that. It was really cool, and I really did enjoy the experience on the seats. If you guys haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend it. I know they are pretty expensive, but like I said, if you come to like an early showing or something like that, it will save you quite a bit of money, and I'm sure they have some kind of specials probably on that as well, like coupons, that kind of thing, if you're a rewards member with a certain theater, something like that. So I'd definitely check that out if you have not. As far as the movie, honestly, I was pretty disappointed. A lot of the critics, I could definitely see where they're coming from. There was a lot of comedy in it. It just didn't feel like a Predator movie should. In past ones, like the very first one, it's all a jungle theme, and you don't see the Predator until probably 30-45 minutes in. It's kind of a mystery as to what it looks like. This one, I mean, you see it within the first 5 minutes. And there's the jokes, I mean, at first they actually work pretty well, but towards the end of the movie, it's just too much, you know. It feels like it should have been like more intense. You should feel kind of almost like scared of the Predator, because honestly, it would have destroyed everybody in the movie and no one would have lived if it really wanted to. So that was another thing that kind of took me back, because I think it should have been better in that aspect. And I don't know. Out of 10 stars, I'd probably give it maybe a 6. I mean, I'm a movie critic that likes pretty much almost any movie I see. So if I say it's a lower scale, then you know it's not probably that great. The original Predator is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I'll always love the franchise. And honestly, I'll probably still buy it if it goes on sale, just so I can have all of them still. But yeah, I mean, some people really do probably like it, and some people, like myself, probably won't like it that much, especially if you really like the original movies. You may not like this one as much. But yeah, I mean, you can still give it a shot. I mean, you guys might like it. I personally do not. I think it could have been a lot better. I mean, the action was great. There was a lot of action sequences. There was a lot of blood, a lot of killing. So, I mean, it was on par with that, and it did pay homage to the original in certain ways. It had some of the original score in it, some of the original music. I did like that a lot. And there was a couple of catchphrases that they kind of threw in there. If you've seen some of the original movies, they did pay homage to that. So I did enjoy those parts, but I think it could have been a lot better in story-wise. And how the Predator was portrayed, it should have been more intense, more almost frightening to see it, instead of just like, oh, you know, it's a space alien is what they call it in the movie, and they're just okay with it, and it's, oh, you know, it's whatever. So I think they could have done a lot better in that aspect. Other than that, yeah, tell me what you guys think on the review. This one is a lot different than like Tulsa, the Cinemark D-Box seats. Those are more like a few seats within Sorry for the camera shaking there, guys. Those are a little bit different. Those are more of just motion. I think it does have some air or maybe water effects maybe to it. I think if I remember right of what I've seen online on those, there's like maybe 15 seats within that entire theater, not the entire theater that's motion. So I haven't checked those out yet. If you guys want me to do a review on that, leave a comment below and tell me what you guys think. Give it a thumbs up. This is my first time doing a movie review of any sort, so tell me what you guys think, what I could improve on, and thanks for watching.